Hello and welcome back to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer, where we continue with the Angmar campaign. And where we left off, we had taken Bayon's horse with the help of our elven allies. Still makes me want to laugh at the fact we did this with the aid of the elves. And Morholt the Merciless has moved for the Valesman town after Grimfast was foolish enough to send his army out without himself leading the charge. So now him and Bayon are in dire need of help. But will help come to them? Zogrum, tell me, will help come to them? Looking at Forage Rain, help will not come for them. Nah, they're done for now. With only 3 regions left to their name, the Velsmen of Anduin are almost at their limits. A small army within the fort, a small army in Duinburg, and the main army currently at Fenberg. They'll take a last stand script to be able to beat me, which they will be entitled to very soon. Which is why I'm preparing a 3rd army to be led by Agendaur. And when this army is complete, we will be unstoppable for a while, not for long though. I feel the second we have to either attack the Elves of Lothlorien, Dol Guldur, or continue our assault upon the Orcs and then attack Khazad-dûm. Yeah, we've got at least 3 more enemies to make before we can say we're actually in a safe position. But even then, our eastern border is perfectly fine. Rune is our ally. Erebor is to be our soon-to-be ally. Mirkwood's already our ally, not the Shadow of Mirkwood, the Woodland Realm. And then in Imladris, the Dunedain, and the Blue Mountains are our allies. But I'm fairly certain after the Enadwaith is defeated, and these factions start quarrelling over each other, then the fun can begin. And we get to decide which faction we fight with and which faction we fight against.
Ready.
But before we finish off, how is Zagkala doing? They split up the army. Nope, I'm sticking to my guns here. We're going for Fenberg. Agendaur will take Zagkala in time. We'll get a full garrison again, but it's better than letting them have Orc defenders, which... Are they better than heavy goblin infantry? Or are they worse? I think they got a bigger attack stat, but a slightly smaller defense stat when not fully upgraded. And another thing that I can talk about while we're in this little stage. I will be hopefully bringing out another video later today on a different game. A game that I've actually been enjoying for quite a bit, but was recommended to me by a friend back in college. And hopefully, if everything goes right, I can start showing that either on a daily basis or just once or twice a week, at least. I want to try and get. I want to start getting to the point where I can do up to 2 videos a day, up to 2 videos recorded and possibly both uploaded at the same time. Because obviously I'm loving the Angmar campaign, but it's not the only thing I do in my day. I do often play other games. That game being one of them. Anduin falters. Bayon's hall's fallen. Well, elves, if you're going to deal with the Bjornings elsewhere, down in Duinburg and so forth, I'll let you do that. You have my permission to beat the living crap out of them. Move you trolls up. You trolls go to the fort near Gundabad, and we're making thousands again. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's start losing all of that by sending out our trolls. I think I'm going to stop. Yeah, I'm going to stop production of Rudar Axemen now. Even though their 868 stats are good, the 10, 7, 14 stats of the Scourge Raiders are just so much better. However, I will not think twice when it comes to getting the Rudauer Swordsman, because they're a strong defensive middle tier unit. The Pikemen for now will continue to make as well. Obviously, when the time comes, I will make a full Hillman army for more Holtz to run on his own. But at this point in the game, we don't really have time. Can't really make fun, unique armies. We can't really. We really just we just need to throw anything into our basket that's good. And for that reason, I'm getting more Scourge Raiders. No, I'm not, because I can get more Witch Realm units here. At Gundabad, it's just going to be making the Witch Realm Marauders, Pikemen, and Gundabad Guard over and over and over again. Nothing else. Until I get the Slave Hall, and then I can build more stuff. Okay, Fremsburg is back from the brink. Good, good, good. Let's try and bring it up a little bit further again. The barrack. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Let's build other stuff elsewhere that could be better in other regions. Mengelin, how are you doing? You can't build anything else. Okay. Just waiting until I can make Barrow Whites. And then let's just have this entire. And then let's just have all those Barrow Whites. Because I think by the time. Once we reach the end of the campaign, we should have a full stack of Barrow Whites here. And we could put them all together with Hunvorn. And have a Barrow White army. Then we can have a Rudar army completely led by Morholt, and the elite Witch Realm units, Trolls, and the Guardians of Karndoom led by Agendaur. And then like one or two other armies by elite Orcs like Drangu. Because Drangu's earned his place. So is Ogduff, but he's better as just the fat. Yeah, he's now been made the fat, so he's better. He's just better in Gundabad. Uncontested is better in Gundabad. What else can we make at the Hillman camp? So we'll like to start making it in more elite Hillman. Because the Rudar cavalry is, in most cases, I believe, stronger. Yeah, because they've got the spears and a powerful charge, they are actually, in most cases, stronger than the Guardians of Karndoom. Because it is basically what the Wild Riders made stronger, just not against horsemen. Zafra, keep an eye on Duinburg until our ally takes it. Because I'm fairly certain that's what they're moving for. Unless they're moving for Leodholt. They could be going for that as well. Well, they're not coming in to attack us out of Fenberg, so I'm just going to slowly let them die. Keep an eye on Foradrain. What else can be done? We can bring our Spire close to Sakala and see they're bringing out. Oh, they could be bringing out so many better units, and they choose the goblins instead of heavy goblins. You disappoint me. AI, you disappoint me. Let that statement be known and resonate within you. Let the anger consume you.
Get ready for fighting.
What else can we make? Nothing? Okay, we'll wait one more turn before we move out from Bayon's halls. And then we'll attack the fort. Because even though that fort army isn't exactly something to be feared, it is still present. And if we don't leave a big enough army in Bayon's halls behind, or we don't attack while we either attack the fort or move out, the fort could attack us or any other army belonging to a current enemy or future enemy might wish to take Bayon's halls away from us. And the Last Stand script will probably want to attack Bayon's halls too. So Drango, you can just sit there forever. Yeah, just sit there forever. Now I believe it's the Huntsmaster, that's the name of the faction leader. I can't remember the name. I think it says Huntsman for the factionaire. I'll have to check. The Martis is once again besieged. Okay. I'm gonna get another spy. And some trolls. Kairodros is under siege. Is under siege again. Facility to siege between Amroth and Kand. Good. We don't want the southern lands to decide who's going to rule yet. No, elves, don't leave. How much can I leave? Drango.
Get ready for fighting. Regroup, you louds. No sleeping here.
Okay, firstly they're making money because Drango's not in there. That's a tad insulting, to be honest. Okay, so just try and find a general. The Pillager of Bayon's Halls. Oh, I like that name. I like that name a lot.
Is that what you want?
Well, if anyone moves to try and attack Bayon's Halls, we'll just have to leave the fort. You're not doing this to me. I'm sorry for those that don't like me doing this. But when it literally saw you hit at least 3 of these points, you could attack the fort, okay?
Is that what you want?
That should not have happened. There's literally nothing that should have stopped me from doing exactly what I needed to do to get in there. Yet somehow it still did. I'm sorry, but I call BS on that. And what else do we want here in Goblin Town? Blacksmith first, before we think of getting more elite units. We still need to try and get armor for some of our not elites. Also, some towers there. Also, Lagrat, you're no longer officially needed in Franzburg. Could put you somewhere else. Question is where. Do we want to just make more Scourge Raiders right now? No, we're starting to lose money again. We're getting to the point where we're going to start losing money soon, so just wait a bit. Simon can join in Meifelberg. So then, Agandar, what do you now have? A Ballista. There's another one in Goblin Town you can use. 2, 3 units of Axemen, 4 units of Axemen, 4, up to 9 archers, and a lot of pikemen / halberdiers / marauders to pick from. Well, first I'm going to move Radbug to Bayon's Halls. So I feel like Meifelberg won't need a general to protect it. Oh yeah, we can recruit more Witch Realm units. Let's get right on that. In fact, is there a way to... Nah, that doesn't help. Okay, start making the blacksmith so we can make the Witch Realm unit. You know what, let's make another unit of Scourge Raiders as well. Let's be generous. We need some more armor piercing non-elites anyway. Well, not our elites anyway. It's going to be another end turn? Yeah. Just watch them slowly burn away. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, first thing, random captain army coming to attack me. And not... The Huntsmaster, the faction leader, isn't even leading the army. Grimfast is. Wow, I am impressed. Grimfast, I am impressed. You really are bringing up an army against me. But this army won't even last 5 seconds. The circle of Isengard was too strong for even the Lord of Morgul and his company to assail without great force of war. Dear oh dear oh dear. What are they gonna do now? Like lambs to the slaughter. Except this slaughter will decide the fate of Anduin. And if we fail, they live to fight another day. The problem is not if we fail, or if they fail. It's a question of how much am I going to enjoy torturing those poor souls once they are forever damned. They're going to show up somewhere behind me here. I don't need any infantry to protect against those 3 units. The pikemen again into the upper pikemen. Somewhere in the middle. Guard mode. Snow trolls. Go. I'll keep these 3 units over here just as a repercussion. I was right, they will come over there. Kill these guys as quickly as possible by charging right into their general. Allow more Hawks to shoot as well. Shot into the flanks of those Beornings. My archers remain shooting at them. And the Guardians charging behind them. Oh! Those were some killer bolts right there. I'm talking about killer. From 179 to 142. In one charge. Well done, Guardians, you've really earned your name.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Couldn't just set up, could I? Nope, they just had to spoil the fun. After that beautiful charge, get them out.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I believe they've lost over half. But it's only 10% altogether. And the rest of the army is already there. Okay. How dare you? Completely forgot my trolls. Wow, I am not doing well when it comes to micromanaging today. Keep my guys charging after theirs. I'll shoot those airfield longbowmen. Shoot at those skin changes. This is Grimfast. And if you look over here, that is Bayorn. And unfortunately it doesn't have a nice, unique strategy about the strategy model. Which is a bit saddening. Wow, we lost quite a few platinum there to that little incident. I highly doubt we'll kill any of those skin changes with our archers. Nope, not even one. No, it's not how my troll's charging yet. I've the list to keep firing at those longbowmen. The archers try and focus down some skin changes. Now they're a bit closer, try and hit some other units. How dare you? Shoot those horse archers. I don't like their faces. It's the nicest way for me to put it. As I just want them to die. It's the first showing from those foolish Beornings. I am absolutely livid. And they are going to die. I mean, how dare the AI try and prove themselves at this point in the game? Too late for that. I've already proven their incompetence. Now it's just me having to break what's left of them. They had their chances. Now it's my time. Well, if they're just going to leave their skin changes right there, I don't see why we shouldn't shoot some ballistic shots at some bolts at them. Watch them burn. It'll be fun. Go on, you can do it. Come now, goblins. Get to work. Our skin changes are doing actually quite well against the Gun by God. Oh wait, no, the other way around. The Gun by God are doing quite well against those skin changes. Oh, that hurt me more than it hurt them. In fact, I didn't hit a single skin changer there. That's just embarrassing. Now I shoot the woodman. Charge into there, focusing on the skin changes, of course. As airfield were merely a distraction. The main course of fun is still before you. Go now and take it. Oh, first arcing shot. 3 more. Not so lucky. The Guardians charge into the airfield. It's already too late for them now. They go down in the 10s. They never stood a chance. Even more horse archers. How dare they permit themselves to live? I permit them only one thing. Death. Oh no, that was too close for comfort. We killed 38% of them and they killed 20% of us. So they've actually started to come back a bit. How many of us they're killing. Oh, that's the first troll dead. But it matters not. Whoa, where are you going for? I want to see how many of those Guardians of Carnu have killed this battle, because they've killed a lot. Talk about things I've killed a lot. Those skin changers, I've lost only 5 and have killed over 100 Gundabad guards. Oh dear. I might send in the trolls. The trolls retreat from the front line. We could lose Huntsmaster here. It is very possible we could lose him here if we're not careful. Speed things up again now. I've overtaken it a bit too slow. Okay, let's try and cut off the skin changer general before he can escape. The second we give them a chance to reposition is when we lose. Okay, now it's 51% of them dead and we've lost 27%. Oh, the odds are not currently in our favour. Oh, the fact those ballista shots are doing massive damage now. We are starting to lose a bit too much of Huntsmaster's bodyguard, actually. We only have a good few charges from these can change the tide of this war. Oh, they still remain steady. Next to their faction leader, they are not going to rout. They are not going to run away this time. They're going to fight to the death. I don't blame them. But after all, they've got nothing else to hold on to. They have nothing left. Let's try and break this front line a bit more with our trolls. So as good as they are against generals, we do want them to try and kill off a few non-general units.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Oh, we're coming close to that as well. We've lost a few more trolls. The tide of battle's still even as well, which makes it even worse. Just let the trolls slowly break through the front line so the pike can regain some composure. That's it, horse archers. Charge into pikemen. That's a smart thing to do. As their general remains surrounded. Oh my goodness. There go the Gundabad Guard. Trolls moving to intercept those skin changes. Do not let Bayonne escape. Oh, look at that charge in. Don't know who they're charging for, but they're definitely charging in nicely. Our ballistas are out of ammunition, unfortunately. Still surround them. We've only 2 skin changers left over here, and there's only 46 left over here. Have we about to lose whom? Wait, what? Oh, yeah. That was Grimfast. He's dead. The general that they just showed in that little cinematic was, in fact, Bayonne. The game must have miscalculated the fact that there's a faction leader in here. And that's why Grimfast was leading the army and not the faction leader. Because Grimfast was the greater general in command. But only by a smidge. With their general dead, oh, look at that routing right there. That's what we were waiting for. Come on, don't let Huntsmaster die like this. Not like this. Mar's down to 47 in his bodyguard. Take you out of spear wall so you can move faster. Oh, there's more skin changes fall, collapsing to the ground. The cudgels and the pickaxes of the snow trolls dig deep into their bodies. We might want to protect Huntsmaster though, so send a unit of snow trolls to deal with that. Oh yeah, we're about to also lose guys of Anduin. Oh no, he's gotten out. He got out. He's alive, although the unit may not be. Same as which wrong marauders. Now the question is, once we've taken Fenberg, can we hold it? With this kind of army, the answer is probably not. All we need to do now is kill off Bayonne, and then that's it. GG for these fools. Oh no. Huntsmaster, don't go like this, man. Don't go like this. Stay away from the light. Man, get out. Get out. Grimfast is dead. No, that's not Grimfast, that's Bayonne. Huntsmaster, get the hell out of Dodge. You're too important to die now. Man, I need you for so many different things, it's ridiculous. Please tell me we heal a lot out of what we've lost today. because we have lost a lot. The day is ours, but it's not over yet. Clean up as much of this wildman trash as you can. Leave nothing alive if you can. Another victory for us. Losing only 737. Let's see what we healed. The Redoubt Archers healed 17 of the 38 they lost. The Barrow-wights only healed 1 of the 70 they lost. The Gundabad Guard reclaimed 63 of what they lost. The Pikemen, who lost only 11, reclaimed half of it. Half of their unit. The Marauders are at half strength as well. Actually no, a third of the strength they were at the beginning. Pikemen recovered quite a few, as did the Archers. Snow Trolls recovered nothing. We have now lost 9 more Snow Trolls. The Guardians of Anduin reclaimed 7, so they're now a unit of 8. And the Blisters took no casualties, but they did a nice bit of damage too. To resist any force that Sauron might send to reclaim the Northern Passes, to regain the Northern Passes I mean, there were only the Dwarves of the Iron Hills. I believe that's referring to if Sauron was to reclaim the ancient fortress or the ancient civilization of Angmar and Anduin. It'd only be the Dwarves of the Iron Hills that could defend them. And that's why I wanted Thorin to reclaim Erebor. For the Dark Lord can make a pact with the dragon with Underwood Mountain. Either way, the day is ours. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I was right. They had no factionaire, they had only a faction leader. And I just made them go rebel. Oh, it's a fun day. It's a fun, fun day. Anduin is no more. The people committing retrocide. Nothing remains of them now. They're all but a myth. They no longer exist. Oh, what a wonderful day. Mission expired to take Fenberg. Yep, because Anduin is no more. I have a new spy at Goblin Town, which I'm going to send out to keep a watchful eye over in Lodris, in case it falls. Which it might, seeing it only has 2 units inside. If the orcs were smart. But they're not. So I'm sure they'll be fine. So yep, Fenberg now only is being held by a couple store sheriffs. Foradrain, the same. Duinberg, some Valesmen and some Beornings. Do I really want to take any of them? Obviously Fenberg, yes. The others though, probably not. And the fort no longer belongs to our once recent, long distant enemy. It is ours again. Yeah. As for the garrison, I'm going to put in Beorn's halls. Some marauders, some pikemen. Not pikemen, halberdiers. Putting 2 more of each as well. You never have too many. Now I'll take this ballista out once. No, let's take them out now. Yeah, just take them out now.
sleeping here.
Got more gun by guard on the way.
Listen up. Is that
Some
what you
trolls.
want? Pick your feet up. No sleeping
More
here.
trolls.
Come on. Or,
More trolls.
oh.
Yeah, I was not expecting for Anduin to technically have a Teutonic faction, because they still had two other generals other than Grimfast and Beorn. But it seems going to take out both Beorn and Grimbeorn. If there's no one that can take the seat of power, or can claim the not the seat of power, can claim the title, they just commit regicide. Damn. What a sad existence. Well then, I guess we're going to be attacking Zagkala sooner than I first anticipated. However,
Get ready for
the army here is going to need some tweaking.
Listen up.
By tweaking, I mean we're probably going to split up Drangu's army, the Scourge Raiders mainly, so have some with, or I could just take the Hillmen.
Get ready for
Just take the Hillmen, take out the weaker units.
Listen up. No
Have the
sleeping
Witch
here.
Realm and the Gundabad Guard units merge with Agandawa.
No sleeping here.
Some of the trolls merge. Yeah, this army is still perfectly fine, because it's got those two other ballista units to get from Beorn's halls. Other than that, they're
Get
fine.
ready for fighting. Listen up. Or,
And the rest of the units can join with Agandawa, and we have 3 units to focus solely on claiming the now weakened Forage Rain, we should be able to take just with 1 unit of cave trolls, nothing more. And then Zagkala, which is the main focus, which we're going to need to take several armies towards. But whatever I do, I cannot let the army that is going to be controlled by the AI have ballista. Now this is a saddening sight. All the units belonging to Erebor, oh not Erebor, Khazad-dûm, are weaker than our mainstream units right now. Erebor infantry, travellers. There's going to be some elites in Khazad-dûm East, like the Dragon Slayers, Barlin's Guard, and the Zenith Guard of the generals. Rather than that, yeah, I feel like the second faction we were at war with, the faction we've been at war with ever since part 2, 25 parts later, we're now closing on the end of our long war with the Orcs. And the turn. I think we'll wrap this up a little earlier, just so I can start working on the next video to bring out later. Ugh. And the weather's starting to get cold again in the UK somehow. It's already getting colder. Winter is coming. So yeah, the main factions that currently exist, and by main factions I mean factions that control a large portion of the map, and are currently fighting other factions, or have just defeated other factions, are Rune, who have managed to defeat Dorwinion, Erebor, who have defeated Dale and are close to defeating the Orcs of Mirkwood, Mordor, who are attacking Gondor and Rune, Khand, who have defeated Harad along with the aid of the Ardenaim, Gondor, who is at war with Dol Amroth, and they have very little left, Us, who have defeated the Valesmen of Anduin almost single-handedly. Relationship have improved with Ered Luin. Good, good. Got more units up in the north. And Dane's also has the Hillman camp. Let's get the Hillman barracks. We are going to start getting more elite Hillmen now. I feel like we've earned them. Granted, they're not as good as the Witch Realm units are, because they can't come as quickly, I'm fairly certain. Well, they can't be recruited as quickly, sorry. Better way of saying it.
no sleeping here.
There are definitely no slouches.
Get ready for fighting. Listen up. No sleeping here.
Got these Scourge Raiders back in formation.
No sleeping here.
There we go, that's better. We'll have Drango immediately move down to aid Morholt while he takes Fenberg. I'm just going to let him keep besieging it. I'm fairly certain with this kind of strength, the AI won't even consider attacking us. They'll just say, F it, we're dead, GG, to take us.
Get ready for fighting. Let's sleep.
I'm fairly certain I'm also going to want to exterminate the populace.
Come on.
But once we get back to taking lands that already have substantial culture to us, we don't have to do a single thing. Just occupy it. We could probably even sack it, honestly. Just if we want to get a major boost to our economy. And taking Zagkala won't just be a major boost. It will be the boost that allows this campaign to get to the finish line. I would say that would be Khazad-dûm East, but once we've taken Khazad-dûm East, that is to the point where we are unbeatable. To the point where we can actually take the land of Khazad-dûm and defeat each of the expedition armies that come for it. By that point, we'll have like 5 elite armies that will probably be nearly unbeatable. Because if the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, probably one of the strongest armies, or the strongest factions, when they have a fully elite army, and if they can't beat any of my elite armies, then that just shows that, yeah, they're done for. The world will be ours. I'm talking about stuff that's going to be ours. Mog. Oh, they built up fast.
Hail, well met. No. I'm gonna stick you.
Start moving some more units out from Goblin Town. We'll take out the Halberdiers and the Marauders. Put them in the fort for now. But next turn, with Agendour, the Witch Realm units that are coming from Gundabad, and all the trolls that we've gathered from all over our vast regions. And is that number going to continue to grow from now, or are we going to wait? Yeah, that number's now currently at a standstill. We begin building up. Once again, the main thing is the Valesmen of Anduin no longer exist. They are a forgotten people, never to return. And in the end, we took their capital and then their faction leader. One video at a time. And that was that's all we needed to stop them. There's still many other factions we can fight. And one main thing is, as I stated before, once Ered Luin, Linden, Dunedain and Imladris no longer have a common enemy to fight, and they're all just standing around each other, exterminate the populace so they don't hate us. The Moot Lord of Enerdwife is dead. Oh, resistance is futile. We know it. They know it. They should accept it by now. Shadoon has the fairground. That's as high as we can get it for now. Although, if we see the marketplace, we can't. Oh, we just need to get it to a large city first. Okay. Is there anything in particular we want? Beast Cage? Why not? Well, there's a lot of buildings I can still build in our capital. Go to the Hillman camp, I guess. In Angsul, let's prepare the port, I guess. I think the main thing I need to be doing is setting these things up beforehand, otherwise I forget about them. Get the Hillman barracks set up, the Hillman camp set up at Gundabad. Next time we get more Gundabad guard.
Ready for fighting. Come on! Or no sleeping here. Or pick your feet up. Objective come. Have a taste of my blade. I'm gonna stick you. Or
I showed you how why we should not be able to be pushed around,
ready for fighting.
or that we can no longer be pushed around.
Pick your feet up. Regroup, you louds. Get ready for fighting. Listen up. Regroup, you louds. Get ready for fighting. No sleeping.
Notice something's different, orcs.
Regroup, you louds. Let's go. Regroup, you
How he so quickly managed to become so powerful.
no sleep. Listen up. Or no sleeping here. Regroup, you louds. Or listen up. Listen up. Get ready for. Come on. No sleeping here. Take your feet. Get ready for fighting.
There we go, everything's in place. Now that is an army to be feared.
Listen up.
And there's also Drangu there. And the army at Fenberg. Which are currently making us negatives again. What? Stop giving me negatives, you fools. Well, fine then. Yeah, there's a lot of destruction here. Devastation.
Have a taste of my
Oh, you're just a bit out of moving into Meifelberg.
Ready. Your attention is an honor, noble ally.
Good work, elves. You managed to keep the orcs off my back.
Get ready for fighting. Get ready for fighting.
So these extra units here will eventually merge with Agandar. We'll just take out a few of the things like Marauders to put in the more elites.
Get ready for fighting. Pick your feet.
And then move some other units into more Holt's army, like the Pikemen.
Your will, my lord. My lord.
In fact, I could probably do that now.
Objective complete.
Move them around like that.
We have completed an objective.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
No
These units are going
sleeping
to stay in
here. Pick your
here.
feet up. Get ready for fighting.
And get the barracks, or whatever it's called, so they can be in free upkeep. Because we do get, we get a building cost reduction because of the Karok. And I keep forgetting, capital regions do give you kind of bonus. The Barad Heleg gives a retraining cost reduction and free upkeep, and the Guardians of, and permits us the Guardians of Kharndoom. That's 'cause it's our capital. Goblin Caverns gives us nothing but a diplomat, unfortunately. But we do also have places like Gundabad, Dane's Halls. It's always money. Money, 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 money. The Shrine of Melkor. So end turn one more time, see what the orcs do. And then we'll call it there. Now, one quick view of the map so I can show you a few of the current changes in the map. Because why not? Turn 137. I've been recording this for almost a month now. A month load of videos, one a day. I think it's been. Oh, how many videos did I do of Age of the Ring while still doing these? Northern Aphelion renewed. Oh, Gondor's pulling out a bit. Gondorian Splendor. Oh, things are really looking good then. Gondobad has a slave hall. A market. So, as I said, a quick overview of the world to have a look what's still going on. So, as we know, Foradrain and Duinburg are no longer regions of Anduin because Anduin no longer exists. Rune have been persisting, although not claiming back Varfest yet, or Mataram. Kand is moving into Mordor. Are they not enemies? Oh ho ho! Okay, Mordor might lose this actually, because even though Mordor is technically a strong faction, when it's being hit, oh yeah, Mordor's done for. Gondor's made the comeback of the century, claiming Eastern Osgiliath, Cael Andros, Hineth Calenhad. They've reclaimed all of their regions while also claiming those of Dol Amroth. So yeah, I think that'd be a fun faction to fight against. So yeah, if I don't get bored of the campaign by the time we've defeated Khazad-dûm, Lorien, I doubt we'll be fighting Dol Guldur with how quickly the dwarves have actually been claiming it. And on that note, where's our diplomats? Just a quick cut out. I start moving our diplomat over to speak with the dwarves to get an alliance, because I do not want to have to fight the dwarves of Erebor. If there's any dwarves I want to fight, it's those of Khazad-dûm, not of Erebor. The dwarves of Erebor are far too superior now, and I'm making an enemy of the Wooden Realm and maybe an enemy of Rune. If there's any really strong factions I want to be fighting, it's Gondor and Mordor. Because with Aganawa, we are the true Black Númenóreans, and we are also the true Dark Lord. These two rival factions have been going opposite for ages on end, but without end. I will be the deciding factor of who lives and who dies. I will be the new Lord of the Rings. I'm kidding. I'm trying to make it sound more cinematic, but I'm not really doing one of it. So yeah, the Ardenheim and Kand have nicely split Harad between them. However, that's not going to last forever, as one of the two factions is going to want to fight the other, or fight allies of others. Isengard still not doing anything since the last time we looked at them, as expected. And the Dwarf have been losing stuff slowly to the dwarves of Ered Luin. Oh, just look at that high elf castle right there. That is beautiful. That's just the castle. Imagine what the stronghold's going to look like. But yeah, currently the most overwhelming factions have to be Rune, Erebor, Kand, Gondor, Ered Luin, us, and maybe Mordor, but they really haven't actually pushed out of their lands at all. They've claimed Gelebrin, which they normally claim and normally never lose, unless Gondor can really beat them down. And they've also taken Mataram. Other than that, that's it. They've just been holding their land. To say we started here, and we've claimed Angsul, Gerberdrein, Morvatarth, Gundabad, Daneshalls, Rakiberg, Onozanar, Wifferboard, Framsburg, Mifelberg, Goblin Town, Beonshold, and Fenberg. We have now a larger domain than that of Gondor. Not Gondor, Mordor. So anyway, just a quick look at everything around the world. Apologies if anyone can still hear my still snoring dog in the background. She's been just on and off snoring through the entire thing. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you later for... Well, I may as well tell you now, for those that are watching this video and might enjoy watching it. is going to be me playing Slay the Spire. So if you want to watch that, that will be out shortly. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Farewell.